This video will demonstrate how to trace the border of the image with lines, and this is the part that will be laser cut. So for this image, I'm going to shrink it just a little bit, scale it down by clicking on the corner and making it just a tad smaller, and doing it with the other corner as well. And the reason I'm doing this is because the maximum area that we have to work with is inside the green box. And so I want to make sure that all of the lines that we draw are within the green box. Anything outside that we won't be laser cutting. Okay, so we can save this image, and again we can make sure that this image is sent to the back. And I'm just going to draw a couple of lines to test to make sure we can see the lines. That's good, we can. Great. So I'm going to start by using a line. I'm going to turn off Object Snap and just draw the line right here. And I'm going to continue drawing lines. I'm going to make some, geometric simplifications and use my trim and extend command here. So I'm going to trim both of these lines, and I'm going to continue my line. I'm going to use Object Snap now to go back and connect to the line I started before. Just going to trace the border, and I'm going to stop for a moment. If you think about the general shape of the object as a whole, so for this there's lines around the border, there's a big arc at the bottom, and then you're going to have to make some simplifications because obviously the right hand and left hand border are kind of undefined, and so I'm not going to try to follow all these curves over here. I'm just going to draw a straight line when I get over to the right hand part. We could actually go up here as well. Again, this is just it's going to be a judgment call on your part, but we're looking to make a general simplified shape on the outside border of the image. We don't have time to go and do all of the fancy features, the tiny little features. That's going to take too long. So what I want to do here is take this down, and I'm going to extend this line to here, and I'm going to trim this line, and I'm going to continue tracing my lines around the image. And I'm going to go just to the very border and come down on the side of it, and I'm going to kind of pretend I have an idea of where this arc is going to end, so I'm going to call it right here. And so now I'm going to do an arc starting here. I'm going to do two arcs, pick a middle point and pick the ending point. And I'm going to adjust this a little bit to match the actual arc. And that looks pretty good. Okay, and then I'm going to make another arc. And I'm going to have it come down to the very bottom. And I should have turned Object Snap off for that. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to draw a line with Object Snap on, connect it to the end point of the arc, come over to the end point of the image, and then come back up to the top point. And so we have this funny shape of the outside of the image. And if you want to take a look at the shape more carefully, the trace we just drew without seeing the original image, we can go up to the layers box, click on the layer, and we can actually press the light bulb for the BW image, the black and white image. We can turn it off, and now we can take a look and see what this image looks like, and it fits within the box. That's great, and it shows the general outline that we're going to laser cut. So that's ideal. That's great. And we can turn the image back on as well to compare how it looks. And if you want to make tweaks, you could go and change this point to the middle, or the middle point of the arc there, and make it a little more form-fitting. That's great. So that's exactly what we're going for. We can save it.